Kim, you all right?
Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Rice Owls, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. This one will be fair caught. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the runner takes off to his right. And tackled after a small pickup there.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Chippewas starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Tries to get it to the running back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will put it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 31.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Carter. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. And I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It was a 1st and 10 play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And he drops back in the gun. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that sets up a return. The coverage team brings him down, and that will do it for the first period of play.
Central Michigan 3-0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
And the Chippewas will line up on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The Chippewas look to keep this drive moving. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Brings up second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Jefferson. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down. Now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
1st and goal, handoff. He's swarmed by the defense.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Rice offense on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the grab.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
The shotgun handoff here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Owls.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff to the back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Jefferson. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Chippewas will send their punt team onto the field. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Rice offense is out there again. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Looks like he's going to run it. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. You can't do that. That's an illegal forward pass. It'll cost him 5 yards. So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. And the wideout goes in motion. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Receiver in motion now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pressure is coming. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Has no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage as the time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Chippewas will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another third down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Trying to extend the play. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Finding some room with the 25. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff heading left. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from their own 1. This is an important play. They want to avoid a 3rd and long at this spot on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Backed up deep, they'll try to throw it again. Rifles this football to the left. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Tough spot for the offense here. 3rd and 10 back inside their own 5-yard line. We're going to find out if they're going to play it safe or take a risk. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he's able to get the boot away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. He'll throw it now. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return.
Boy, it's not every day we get to see those big defensive linemen get their hands on the ball and put their track shoes on after a fumble recovery. You can tell he pushed his body all the way to the limit. Look at him. His hands are on his hips after that big run. Get him some oxygen.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And the quarterback dropping back. And it falls incomplete.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Rice. Just ran away from the defense. They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a run to the left. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Gets into space at the 50. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Central Michigan 17, Rice 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback keeps it here. And the Chippewas moving quickly down the field here.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Powering through.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Chippewas come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And the Chippewas took it a cash-in this red zone trip. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Ball handed off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Chippewas. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And the Rice offense is out there again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. Breaks the tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got his man in the open field. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Scanning the field. It's Jenkins. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bring it, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. I believe we're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Dropping back, it's Jefferson. He's running out of time here. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Finding a bit of space. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Wills his way to the end zone. Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Rice. And now they'll set up for the point after. There's the snap. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone.
The key point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Central Michigan, 31.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. He's going to hand this off. He shreds the tackle.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. The Chippewas enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run the clock out. Testing the right side here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the second down play. He hands it off from the gun. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead.